The deep sea, Earth's final frontier, covers over 65% of our planet, yet remains 95% unexplored. Modern research vessels like the RV Kilo Moana use advanced sonar to map the Mariana Trench's depths, revealing canyons deeper than Mount Everest is tall. This technological leap mirrors the 19th century age of exploration, but with 21st century tools capable of withstanding pressures exceeding 1,000 atmospheres. Submersibles like the Limiting Factor have made the Hadal Zone accessible, descending to 10,928 meters in 2020. These titanium-hulled vehicles feature 3D printed components and sapphire viewports, sustaining life for 8-hour dives. At 1,000 meters depth, bioluminescent organisms create 90% of their own light through chemical reactions, a survival adaptation in perpetual darkness. Hydrothermal vent black smokers spew 350 degrees Celsius mineral-rich fluids, sustaining extremophiles like Riftia pachyptila. These tube worms grow 2 meters tall without digestive systems, relying on symbiotic bacteria to convert hydrogen sulfide into energy. The Lost City hydrothermal field, discovered in 2000, hosts 60-meter-tall carbonate chimneys older than the pyramids, potential analogues for like's origins on Europa. Deep-sea organisms produce bioactive compounds unmatched by terrestrial life. The enzyme Taq polymerase, derived from Thermus aquaticus in Yellowstone hot springs, revolutionized PCR testing. Similarly, the vampire squid's hemocyanin shows promise for organ transplants, binding oxygen 40 times more efficiently than human hemoglobin. 55% of modern anti-cancer drugs now contain marine-derived components, with deep-sea sponges yielding compounds effective against pancreatic cancer. Ocean sediment cores preserve Earth's climate history like tree rings. The 2023 JOIDA's Resolution expedition recovered 3-million-year-old layers showing CO2 levels matching today's 420 ppm. Foraminifera shells' oxygen isotopes reveal past temperatures. When levels last matched current concentrations, sea levels were 25 meters higher. These archives prove anthropogenic climate change is occurring 10 times faster than any natural shift in 66 million years. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch spans 1.6 million kilometers squared, but deeper impacts are worse. 2025 ROV surveys found microplastics in 90% of Hadal Zone organisms, including amphipods from 10,000 meters depths. A single plastic bag was discovered at Challenger Deep's bottom. Deep-sea corals now incorporate microfibers into their skeletons. These plastic glomerates may become permanent geological markers of the Anthropocene epoch. Deep-sea discoveries inspire global art movements. TeamLab's 2024 Abyssal Mirror installation used 10,000 programmable LEDs to recreate bioluminescent displays. Bjork's Volnakura VR incorporated actual hydrophone recordings from hydrothermal vents. The film The Deep Below won 2026's Oscar for VFX by scanning real ROV footage of siphonophore colonies, their 50-meter lengths now recreated in museum exhibits worldwide. Polymetallic nodules contain cobalt and nickel for green tech, but harvesting them risks destroying slow-growing ecosystems. The Clarion-Clipperton Zone holds 21 billion dry tons of nodules, enough for 280 million EV batteries. However, 2027 studies show each mining operation erases 10,000-plus years of sediment accumulation. The International Seabed Authority now faces lawsuits from Pacific nations whose waters contain 40% of these resources. The 2028 UN High Seas Treaty established marine protected areas covering 30% of international waters. 75 nations now share real-time deep-sea data through the Ocean Biodiversity Information System. Japan and Korea's joint 2030 expedition discovered 1,200 new species near the Ogasawara Trench, all immediately classified under the Nagoya Protocol to ensure equitable genetic resource sharing. Singapore's Deep Sea STEM program has 50,000 students remotely operating mini ROVs in classroom tanks, mimicking Hadal conditions. The 2032 Youth Ocean Summit presented plans for biodegradable deep-sea sensors made from crab shell chitosan. These initiatives fulfill Jacques Cousteau's vision, not just exploring the abyss, but creating generations who understand its fragile importance to our shared planet.